Welcome back everybody for another video on the channel on another hot steamy Saturday here in the Midwest. Got another package in from AmiAmi just today, and very slowly starting to clear out my backlog of orders that they have. So this should be the last one for a little while. Give my bank account a little chance to catch up. It's been quite a month. One more still coming, but I'm not sure when that one's going to ship, because that is again a pre-order that is scheduled to come out at the end of July, but not for certain because it has been pushed back once already. But enough chit chat. We got 3 more figures to get to here, 1 game prize and 2 regular PVC figures. So let's go ahead and get to the box. Okay, sitting here rather conveniently, as per usual, our thank you card from AmiAmi. Thank you for shopping with us once again and buying some more of our pre-owned figures that we want to get cleared out of the inventory. And I'd say we'll start off with a game price figure here first. And from Taito, we have yet another of the Squid Girl Game Prize, as it says in the corner here. I don't know if we can get to that. There it is. Prize only figures. I had gotten one of these earlier, and this is another in the line of the Squid Girls. A little different pose here. But again, a nice box on this one. And it's kind of interesting because unlike the other Game Prize figures that I picked up, there is not like a perforated area that you can open up. So I would assume these also go in the UFO catchers, but I'm not sure. So it makes me wonder what the perforation is, or if this is like for a maybe a 3-claw instead of a 2-claw. But kind of lets you see the back of the box here. Once again, the invader comes from the bottom of the sea. We have our Squid Girl figure here. And once again, this is from Taito. So one you might see in a Taito Station arcade, but definitely looking forward to adding this in with the other Squid Girl Game Prize figure. Looks pretty cool so far, so can't wait to get to that one later on. We'll go ahead and get to this one next. Here we have from Kotobukiya. This is the 1/8 scale pre-painted figure Feena Fam Earthlight. And you may have remembered a previous unboxing video here a couple weeks back or so for a swimsuit version Feena Fam Earthlight figure. And that is, of course, from the anime Brighter Than the Dawning Blue. But here we have more of a, or I should say less of a risque, her in her school uniform actually. And looks, from the outside, looks like a very nicely done figure, of course. So kind of take a look at the other sides of the box here. We have a open, clear view into the figure from both sides, so it's definitely cool. And my camera in this light barely picks up on it, but in the background they've done a night sky scene with the moon behind her and a couple stars in there. But the neat thing is then they have like this little, not sparkle, but kind of slightly holographic effect in the right light that kind of lets the backdrop shine there. So on that note, very nicely done box. Of course, as I mentioned, you know, you have to be in the right light for that to really take full effect. But kind of take a look at the back of the box here, which gives off many of the details. And I guess, as usual, pretty much no English back here, so unfortunately I really don't know what most of this says here. Possibly assuming there are mentions to the measurements, possibly, but kind of let you see everything here. Again, Kotobukiya, and a repeat on the other side here, what we saw on the right hand side. But again, another very cool figure, and looking forward to getting into this one before too long and displaying it as well. And finally, the last one that was in the box here, I just went ahead and took it out, so I've got plenty of room to work with on this one, because it's a pretty good sized box, being a 1/7 scale figure. But this is a Mizuho Kazami from Max Factor 1/7 scale pre-painted figure. It says here sculpted by Chiri, I believe. But this looks similar to one that I picked up from Right Stuff about a year ago that had Asuna from Sword Art Online in a reclining position with pillows. Now the difference with that one was the pillows were behind her and she was positioned on a black plastic base. But this is rather neat because if you can see off to the right here, they've also included 2 boxes of Pachi. Note they're not Pocky. Obviously, animation studios, their budgets are tight enough as it is. The last thing they want to do is have to pay additional to license products for use. So, of course, they come up with some interesting respellings, but we see a couple Pocky or Pachi sticks there as well for her to munch on. And you see her inside, but if we kind of take a look at the right-hand side here, it shows that you can, of course, position the Pachi in her hand to make it look like she is munching on some. And this is kind of more of an overhead view. And, well, a little bit of a between the legs view, interestingly enough. But if we look on the back here, this is kind of neat because we see that she actually comes with this neat base that kind of has a plush carpeting type feel to it. Kind of reminds me of the 1/6 scale of Seina Kashiwazaki that I have that has a base similar to that. Max Factory and the Good Smile Company, and we also have the holographic sticker located down here for the show of authenticity. But again, as far as some of the details here, unfortunately, as tends to be usual, of course, pretty much no English here, so don't really have an idea what this is saying. Perhaps some age warnings here, maybe, based on the caution triangle. And if we get a look at the other side of the box here, we see it's pretty much similar to the right-hand side, and then we also have the top view as well. And once again, you know, this is kind of nice that 4 of the sides let you have a peek in to see the figure, so you have an idea of what you're getting here and what comes along with it. So I'm gonna save this for a Hopper unboxing video coming down the road, and I like this one so much that I have a feeling this one's going to jump the queue, and I want to get to this one pretty quickly because most of you know that have watched a lot of my videos that I do really love the Please Teacher and Please Twins series, and of course I have the collector's edition box sets of both series as well. So probably look forward to seeing this one unboxed here pretty shortly, because if not, I may just do this right away after I quit filming this video. Anyway, everybody, thank you for tuning in for another video on the channel, and hope to see you here soon.